Hello and welcome. I'm Sinthropides, and today we're going to be playing some Victoria 2. So, I've been massively obsessed with this game lately, particularly because of the new game coming out. So I'm trying to stave off any oppressive excitement by playing this as much as I can, especially before the new one comes out. I think what you do realise, though, coming back to it, is there is a lot of flaws within this game that hopefully they will look at kind of addressing in the new one. Got a little bit of screen tear there. It's just me. It's fine on your end, actually. So we're going to be trying a game today as Colombia. Now, I've been kind of playing a lot around... I don't really tend to play really big nations like the UK or Prussia or anything like that. I like to play semi kind of underdog nations. And I've had a really good run as Argentina. Well, I say good, it wasn't really that great, but mainly because of the limitations within the game itself. If you don't have any access to coal and you're not a great power, it's really difficult to kind of make an industry, really. So we're going to be using Colombia as a way around that. Hopefully, because of this province here, we can make it into a coal-producing powerhouse. Hopefully. Now, there might be some issues with that. 11% aristocrats. That's crazy. What is that about? And then owners aristocrats. How interesting. So there's modifiers on RGO production based on the pops who are there. How intriguing. You know what? That's something that I should definitely look into. I don't tend to kind of like min-max that much. So Victoria 2 RGO production, because what we're going to try and do with this run is we're going to try to have a good run in South America. I'm not going to kind of go too wild or anything. We're not definitively going for kind of great power status. But we do want to, you know, actually survive and do relatively okay. So what I'm going to do is quickly look up now on the... actually, I can show you this, to be honest. Here we go. So we're just going to look up quickly on the wiki, resource gathering operations. See if there's any ways that we can get a little bit higher production of coal in this province. So the income from an RGO is distributed between the owners and paid workers. Unpaid workers do not get anything. So maybe that could be another reason why we're producing a lot, because we actually Colombia is a slave country in 1836. The income for owners from a given RGO is RGO income divided by worker pops in province. This is capped at 50%. Special kinds of RGOs, precious metal, rubber, and oil. We shouldn't have to deal with these until later on, I don't think. And then it just gives a ridiculous list of stuff. So let's see. We want to find more information about, let's just try RGO and see what comes up. Probably is this, isn't it? For some reason, my I don't know why, but it's my Google Chrome is so slow today. I think it is just redirecting us to here. Let's try coal and look up coal and see if we can get anything from that. Industrial technology production, maybe. We could look into that. So about the lighting, by the way, because it's really dark in this room. Well, whatever I'm looking at on the screen just makes me completely kind of washes me out. But we'll be fine once we're in game. I've optimized it. It's just when we're looking at this. Maybe I'll minimize it slightly. No, we'll just leave it. Output. So base production equals province size. Terrain. You see, the issue as well that we're going to have is that the terrain is, I think, mountainous. So that might have a poor effect. Output efficiency is 1 plus aristocratic percentage in state. So is it good to have some aristocrats in this state? That's what I want to know. Because we could... That's something we can definitely think about. Bonuses. For example... Yeah, well, obviously, we're going to want to push tech massively. Base output. Coal. That's obviously artisans, and then building custom requirements. Okay, cool. Did we find nothing about that? Maybe we should look in aristocrats. You'd think that by the end game, surely aristocrats couldn't have that much of an effect on it. RGOs is administered by aristocrats and employ either farmers or labourers. Okay, well, let's have a little look into this. So, aristocrats are members of the rich strata along with the capitalists. They provide a bonus of 2% maximum to their output. So it's not actually that much, really, is it? But it is something. And we are kind of going to be really in demand. Ideological tendencies, interesting. So they're more likely to be liberal or reactionary. So, large majority of the income. Yeah, so that's obviously a bad thing as well. If there's too many aristocrats, which probably is we're going to have at this point. Okay, well, we'll bear that in mind, that we should try to get this 2% maximum bonus. But what I want to see is unskilled to work in mines. Yeah, so we might have a really kind of interesting thing that we could do where we look at getting this province and boosting labourers as much as we can, rather than anything else. I am slightly worried about 11% though. 11% is a lot. So what is it giving us here? 1.93% is the bonus we're getting from aristocrats. With 11, that's a lot of aristocrats. Okay, well, if that's the sacrifice we have to make, should we find another province that produces something? Coffee is probably a good one, actually. So let's have a look in this province. They're getting 1.93 as well, and they have a different amount. Do they even have any aristocrats? Artisans. Let's have a look here. We can see, can't we? Oh, you know what? It's probably based on the actual state rather than individual provinces. So this is actually bad for us because all our aristocrats live in the same state as the coal production. What we'd want to do is try and push the aristocrats into the other provinces, probably something useless like this province. God, so many slaves. Oh my gosh. The thing is, we probably want to just abolish slavery straight away. Now, I was toying with the idea of keeping it just to push to get further reforms, because another thing we want to also do in this game is we want to try to get as many reforms as possible, both political and social, to try and become a kind of liberal haven for immigration, because what that's going to do is it will give us a lot more pot that we can play with. That sounded weird. So you see, and everything here gives us boost to immigrant attraction. So thing is here, so let's have a look and see what we could get. So we're not really so bothered about based on population, the upper house, because what that's going to do is give us a ridiculous amount of conservatives, because apparently our country's full of Tories, but they're ruled by liberals, which is very strange. But probably because the upper house is only landed. So obviously our aristocrats for some reason are really liberal. But we want to get these reforms pushed through. My only issue is really that we have a tremendously large population of slaves. 6% of our entire population are slaves, which isn't good, because slaves are terrible pops to have, because they don't actually help you. But if we outlaw slavery immediately, what's that going to do? I think that's kind of what you're supposed to do, isn't it? We want to get this vote franchise pushed up. Also, what you will find as well is we're going to have a big problem with trying to push for reforms, especially early in the game, because we're not going to be able to get any social reforms, probably at all, until later, unless we can get our militancy really high. But also, if we end up with the Liberals in power, we're not going to be able to do anything, because especially our Liberal Party have free trade, which reduces our tariffs, and laissez-faire, which is terrible because you can't build any factories or even subsidize them, which we're going to have to do if we want to become some kind of economic player. Political awareness. The thing is, we could just push down this to get social reform desire up, but I don't think anyone cares about this right now. Nobody cares about any of these reforms. We're going to have to just outlaw slavery straight away, because we want to get those pops actually to become better pops. So we've outlawed slavery. So what all those pops have become other kinds of pops, which is probably good for us. They probably become laborers and farmers instead. What do we have with regards to... I remember the screen, you need to look up for this. Accepted... Here we go. So we need to look... We've just got North Andean as our accepted culture, which is a bit strange, because we have a massive population of Afro-Caribino and Amazonians. 20% of our population are now liberated slaves who've become laborers for the most part. Let's have a look and see. Sorry, I'm getting really into this screen, and this is probably not what you want to be doing right at the start, especially of the stream. But it's good to look at to kind of set our mindset up for what we want to do with the rest of the game. We have a terrible army right now, so we're going to have to build some artillery, which we probably won't be able to get. So I'm going to build one unit, and we'll see if we can actually get hold of any artillery. We're very low down the ladder when it comes to getting stuff. In the long term, what we're going to want to try and do is steal this province from Peru, because we want as much coal as possible. And if we can get this other province, we'll be the only coal producing country in the whole of South America. And then I suppose if we can get up to being a secondary power, we want to try and get some colonies, but I don't know how that's going to go, and we might not be able to do that. Kind of need more population, really, as well. We're just pushing up north. Do we actually have any iron as well? That might be a bigger issue for us. I don't think we have any iron. God, we don't start with any iron at all. Jesus, that's terrible. We really need to rinse Peru, is all I'll say. Okay, this might be a slightly less viable playthrough than I thought, but we'll kind of go with it. Let's see, they've got 3, we've got 3, so I think we've got the same... Well, they have an ally at the start, though, which is kind of annoying. What we want to try and do is ally Brazil, but they probably won't accept. Because... they want to try and invade us, I suppose. Can we ally anyone? No. We'll probably get some offers at the start. We don't really want to be bothering too much with Venezuela, because it's a very similar country to us, unless we can get some serious pops. They are quite populous, which would be good for us, especially this province, these 2 provinces here. We'll see. Hopefully we get an offer pretty soon. We want to actually get... What do we want to start off with, is the question. We're going to be incredibly broke, especially because the Liberal Party are in power, so we're not really going to have any taxes at all, which is going to be really bad for us. This is the problem, especially with the nations in South America. You just have no money at the start. 9. Well, we really need to push the education now. 9% of our population is literate. Yeah, we're going to have to go with Malthusian thought to start, because we really need to get some literacy. Okay, we're going to start playing a bit and see how things go. But our finances, we're probably just going to go broke straight away. We really do need to build an artillery unit, though, or at least something. Oh, we are actually getting hold of some artillery. Oh, God, okay. So we are not going to be able to hold off Brazil because they're too powerful. They have cores on this province. We're just going to capitulate, is what we're going to do. Straight away. We're just going to give them in because I don't really want my army getting destroyed. So we're just going to do that. And that'll give us a truce. We don't really care about that province anyway. Don't know why they do. That's a bit of a weird choice, but that's what we went with. God, we're broke. So we're racking up loans already from the Bank of Russia. That's probably not great either. We're going to have to push down all of our costs quite considerably. Just going to defund the army completely. Administration, we're just going to go, and we currently have nothing. That's the thing. And actually, it's not costing us much anyway. This is bad. Why are the Liberals in power? We could hold another election. Let's do that. Let's get an election started straight away, and we'll get the Liberals kicked out. Never thought I'd say this, but we want the Tories in power as soon as possible. Otherwise, we are going to be incredibly broke. I could, like, defund the administration and the education system just for a year, but it's really not what you want to be doing. Look at that, 32%. The artisans are not getting their needs. That's pretty grim. I wonder what those needs are. Also, we're not using our national focus at all. I'm not sure what we would even want to do with it. We're not going to be able to attract any immigrants yet, are we? I don't think there's any real immigrant migration at the start of the game. Actually, the US are getting some migration. Jesus, okay, fine. I wonder if we plop that focus down, what would happen? Well, we don't want to do that anyway. We want to actually go and encourage some clergy so that we can get our... How much have we got already? Clergy in this state... It's 0.8%, so yeah, we're just going to have to go through the normal kind of hoops that we have to do. Ooh, we're actually... Okay, this is brilliant. So we want to try and get... We actually want to push for a bit more jingoism. We can't. Okay, never mind. It's not. Population is actually going down. So who can we try to... Can we actually fight anyone? We are actually building that unit of artillery, which is really good. So we could try and get another unit of artillery built. It's going to probably bankrupt us, just building some artillery, but what can we really do? We're fine, we're fine. Okay, immigration problems. Residential policies debated in the local election. So... we probably want to actually have full citizenship. So I'm just going to go 5% limited. Peru wants military access from us. I'm good, thanks. We also really want to declare on them as soon as possible because they're actually at war already. So we're going to... yeah, we want to take Peru's land as quickly as we can. I know it's kind of... It's going to be weird because Ecuador's in the way. But we really want to push into Peru as much as we can before they get taken over by somebody else. Because it looks like everyone's going to gang up on them. Oh god, we got the infamy hit at full straight away. God, the election. We really need this election. We are going to go bankrupt straight away. It's the national stockpile. We shouldn't have built that second unit of artillery. But never mind. It'll be worth it when we start to come after Peru. Bolivia wants military access. Who are they? I might actually help them out and give them military access. I don't know what they really want it for. I'm gonna go for jingoism, even if it messes our plots up a bit. I'm actually gonna move down here. We got the speed decreased. God, there's so many wars at the start of the game. So who are they allied with? They're allied with Bolivia, that could be an issue, because actually Bolivia is pretty populous at the start of the game. But hopefully they're going to get rinsed by Brazil and Argentina in this war. So we won't have too many problems with them. The elections are finished. Yes, the Tories are in power. Let's ramp up the taxes. Full taxation, full tariffs. And let's see if we can actually get some money. We are actually getting money, although it's coming in very slowly. But yeah, we are making money now, which is good. So we want to try and get off as much of the loans paid off as we can before we also get bankrupt. Obviously, it's not great having 100% tariffs because you're stifling your economy, but right now we just don't care. We just need to survive. Ooh, we got a gold rush. This is perfect for us. So, Barranquilla, where is that? Here. Coffee. We don't care as much about coffee, so we're gonna go. Ooh, and that immigration attraction is gonna be great. Okay, we need to keep an eye on this national focus that I'm covering up with my face. The Tories are really making a coup here. Okay, we'll get those loans paid off, so now we won't be paying any interest, which is good. We can probably push this up a little bit so we can buy the stuff for that other unit of artillery. We're also going to want to, at some point, have... Yeah, you see, Brazil's really taking on Peru, which is kind of good for us right now. But how's our general looking? He is pathetic. Do we have any other generals? No. We need to get some more leadership. That'd be so bad. Well, he's not that bad. He could be worse. But, you know, not the best. Okay, we've got a Casus Belli against Peru, so we're going to be declaring war on them straight away. They've got 4 and they're mobilized. We've got 4 and we're demobilized. But hopefully, the Argentinians and Chileans are going to mess them up while we could mobilize, but what would we get? We're probably just going to get 1 brigade. Yeah, we're going to mobilize actually, because why not? We might as well. And then we will declare war on Peru. This might go disastrously, by the way. And if it does, then we will just cope with that. So what we really want is we want this province here and this province, but we obviously can't take that yet. We also don't want to be blocked. The real problem is we have to take this stupid province, Iquitos. Otherwise we can't get the rest. We need a land. No, actually, we could just do that and then take the rest of Iquitos from Ecuador straight away. So take Ecuador, which gives us a land, and then we actually take this province. Where's their capital? That's what I want to know. I think it's down... Oh, Cuzco's the ancient capital, right? Is it? And then Lima's the modern capital. So Lima is in which state? In Lima State, which is the province with the iron. So we are going to want that eventually, but we won't be able to take that state until the whole thing has become ours. So we want to go for Cajamarca first as our war goal. Okay, let's have a crack at this. This might go disastrously, as I said, but we're going to just go with it anyway. If it does, then we can deal with the ramifications later. We've mobilized that 1 unit as well, so we can add that in to our army. Okay, we've got Malthusian thoughts. We might as well push for some army stuff while we're here. We're really, really bad at research, obviously, because we are so messed up. They are going to sneak round Kobaja. Are they still at war with... Oh, they're at war with everyone, so we don't really need to worry about them coming for us right now. But we want to try and occupy this province that's the war goal as quickly as possible. So we're going to be pushing straight into there. Oh. Combine those. They're going to take that province back, which is very annoying, but we should be able to come back in time, hopefully. Just going to go down a speed, even though it makes it really, really slow. Okay, let's go straight in. Hopefully we can actually get there in time before the siege ends, but I'm not sure if we will be able to. Yep, we're going to catch it just in time. Oh god, our military budget is basically nothing, so we have 0 morale. So we might actually lose this battle. That was a serious oversight on my part. Yeah, I think we are actually going to lose this battle. Wow, that was bad. Okay, no, we seem to be fighting back. Oh god. Okay, if this does fail, we might have to resave actually, because it was just my fault that that happened. Terrible. Oh, it's so grim. Yeah, our morale's going to break and we're going to lose. We might be able to regain the units, but they've pushed us back completely. God, that was terrible. I can't remember where you actually find your war exhaustion. It's in diplomacy somewhere, right? Yeah, so they've got war exhaustion 15, and we've probably got quite a high war exhaustion now because we just lost a big battle. 10%. We will lose a bit of war exhaustion. Oh, that was bad. That was just a rookie error. Well, at least we can sit here and hopefully our pops will come back. Our soldiers will come back relatively quickly. They're going very slowly. Oh god, we messed that up so badly. It was a joke. We should have trounced them. We're gonna have to reload. That was terrible. Oh my god. Do we actually have a save? So we have the save, but it's right from the beginning of the game, which is grimmo. Okay, well, I feel like that's kind of fair. We messed that up really badly. Cool. Oh, we have an autosave. We are at war in the autosave, so we might want to go back another year, I would say. Let's do that. We need to get that military spending up. Because you see how low the morale is due to the military spending. So there was... Oh, it's organization that's low. Yeah. We can actually afford it as well. That's a hilarious thing. Okay. So, do we have that Casus Belli yet? We don't. We're still justifying, which is okay. Okay, let's get mobilized. Cool. And let's get this war declared. Hopefully we do a little bit better than last time. Our organization's still very, very low though, so it's going to take us a long time to actually improve that, which is still an oversight. So we might kind of struggle to get that back. Okay, we're going to go back into that army, organization, research. Yeah, so we still could potentially lose to them because our organization is still so low. What's this? Discriminatory school system. So that would give us less research points but higher assimilation rate. I don't think we really care about that. We want research. Mexico are offering us an alliance. Yes, please. However, that might drag us into war with the US, which we don't really want. We will accept. We can always just say no. It'll be a big deal if you refuse to go and help an ally in this. Okay, we've got a similar situation, but this time for some reason they have like no units, which is good for us. We might actually be able to defeat them. We're getting some pretty horrendous attrition because most of these provinces are... Ooh, wow, we got a cool thing. Liberty shines. The free Colombian people make daily discoveries and advances. Wow, that is an awesome event to have happen. We'll take the one with a bit of prestige. Great, we actually defeated them. Where are they going? Ucalpa, however you say that, I don't know. We need to sit in a province where we can actually get some of our units back. Oh, they're going back to Iquitos already. It's so annoying. Let's see if we can actually take them out with this, just this little army here. No, we can. That was terrible. What an absolute stupid thing to do. Jesus, who organized that? Now we actually can't physically get to them because our armies are split. Oh well, at least they can refresh a little bit. Argentina wants access. We'll be accepting that. There's so many South American wars right now. We should probably get that artillery bonus. We've actually got artillery and probably none of the other nations actually have. Okay, we actually managed to defeat them, which is good. Okay, how are we actually getting on with this? Are we... we're not able to propose peace. What? We're not... Oh, Bolivia's the war leader. Oh, that's grim. That's grimo. It's not good for us. It means we're actually gonna have to fight some battles, and we have basically we physically can't support any units, which is hilarious. So we're gonna have to we're gonna have to encourage soldiers. Oh my god, this is terrible. We're not prepared for this war. We had to get in there though while they were fighting someone else. They're gonna take back that mountainous province. Does this have a fort or something? No. Weird. Okay. We're gonna take back that province. There's not much we can do about it either. Okay. Oh, and Bolivia are moving in, which is not good for us. Okay, we're gonna lose the war, actually. Okay, so we need to have a think about how we can actually win this war. That is a ridiculous amount of units. What the hell? Oh, they're only at war with us now for some reason. Okay, resign. I don't know if we can actually take these guys on this early in the game. And the problem is they pieced out with somebody else. It's Bolivia that's the issue, really, not Peru. We'll probably take Peru. Okay. So let's go back a bit. This is really terrible, but it's a rough start. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna change this to encouraging soldiers, so we actually have some units to fight with. If that will actually really help us, probably won't help us that much. Yeah, we should be able to win this. Our organization's still not great though. That's the issue. No, they're actually gonna beat us. That's hilarious. So I think we sack it off. And we go back. I don't think we can take them this early, unfortunately. We need to be building up our country a little bit first. So let's get slavery outlawed. Get a bit of research. And we're actually going to go and encourage soldiers straight away. We have that same problem we actually had earlier, so we're going to have to trigger this election. Otherwise, we have no money. So we're going to take in a bit of debt. So Brazil does the war thing again, so we just give them what they want. Cool. July. We have to survive to July with no money, which isn't good. this is a rough one. Who's trying to allies? Ecuador. We don't want to do that, actually, to be honest. We kind of want to beat them up. We could actually beat them up first. That might help us, maybe. Moralism. Do we want moralism? Don't know. God is dead. God is dead. Yeah, we could try and beat up Ecuador first. We definitely have enough men to actually do that. Try and get those artillery if we actually can. Okay, we can put the taxes up now. Tariffs. I'm surprised we are actually able to get hold of some of these artillery units. It's pretty surprising. Yeah, I think probably what we want to do is go in for Ecuador and beat them up first. What about the USCA? They don't really have any promises. We probably should just go in for Ecuador. You've got an ally though now already. Who are they allied with? Venezuela. God damn it. No, it's not going to work. God. Terrible. Can't ally Brazil. I don't know. We might just have to hold off and kind of hope as the player we can actually build up a kind of semblance of an economy. And hope that at some point we can actually do some stuff. Slightly paid. We're just going to go straight in with that, I think, and try and get our education up as quickly as we can. The thing is, they hate us, but we could try to increase relations. It's really going to help that much. We've got that Mexican alliance again. We should probably accept that. Argentina wants military access. They're getting rinsed, actually. We'll accept that. Yeah, the problem is, if Bolivia beats up Argentina, they're allied with Peru, which isn't good for us. We want to beat up Peru. I might just have to hold off though. I can't see this this soldier influencing thing helping us at all. God, shame. We'll never get that event again. We might, but. Okay, we're gonna have to play this a bit more chill then, guys, unfortunately. Sit back and chill out for a while. If we don't, it doesn't look like we have any opportunities to beat anyone up. I wonder what Venezuela's military is like. It's actually better than ours. That's hilarious. We can't build any more units though at all. We just have no soldiers to support that. Probably should be influencing that though. I feel like we should really be doing that instead of this clerk. I know the clerk is important, but we need soldiers. We get invaded, we're going to be in serious trouble. At least our monetary situation's okay. As long as we don't fully fund the army. Hilarious. The problem with South America, everyone allies each other, and it just creates a mess for the player. You can get lucky, but it doesn't always happen. Peru is offering us alliance. Now this is an issue really, because we do really need allies, but we also want to beat up Peru so badly. We might have to just wait on Peru and play the long game. Seems like the camps for South America are forming though. They've got a pretty good one. Argentina and Bolivia. They'd just crush us. Oh, actually, Bolivia and Argentina have like no units. They probably will be able to mobilize some reserves though. I don't want to accept it. I want us to always be able to crush them if the opportunity arises. That might be a poor decision, but Bolivia is offering us alliance. That alliance I will take. So now we have an anti-Peruvian alliance. Bolivia can beat up Argentina, and I'll take out Peru. That's looking a little bit better to me. The only issue is still we don't really have a great unit situation. But now, this might actually be more viable. I'm wondering whether we just try to Venezuela. The issue is we can't take Venezuela, I don't think, because they have too many men. But we could probably take Peru now. Well, that flipped quickly. Argentina's allied with Peru. I think Argentina's just been pretty flattened by I've got a truce. Might make things a little bit complicated. Could we justify and just see? We could just see how it goes once we're justified. We don't really have much to lose. There's no one else we can beat up. We can't take Ecuador. We could take the USCA actually and just kind of pinch some provinces from them. But it's kind of pointless. The only ones we can take are these three, and they have basically no pots in. They're probably going to get sphered pretty quickly though. They usually do. Cordial. The US is already friendly, so we can't beat them up because they probably come and help. Yeah, okay. Let's justify on Peru and then see how things lie when we get the justification. If Bolivia will come and help us, that might change things slightly. Oh god, that cost us a lot of infamy. Well, never mind. Okay, we can get idealism now, so we want to get that. Coming right for us. The elections are beginning. Full citizenship. Oh god, the Colombian trade policy, a heated debate in Colombia. So, what do we want? Protectionism. We definitely don't want free trade, because free trade is bad for us. We want to actually have... The thing is, what this is going to do is create... Well, actually, do we want more militancy? We probably do actually want militancy in the country. We are a democracy, though, so we don't want reactionaries. But higher militancy would help us pass reforms, technically speaking. It didn't seem to affect militancy as much as I expected. We don't really want to be pacifist either. Okay. So, we can declare on Peru. So let's see, if we were to declare, could we call in Bolivia? Mexico will accept, but Bolivia will not. I think because they have a truce. So they are protected by Argentina, who, if they could mobilize and get military access through Bolivia, could help. But I don't think they can get military access through Bolivia. They have a truce with them. I'm not sure how much that would extend to... they probably hate each other, so I doubt they would. It's a bit of a gamble, though. We could save it up and then see where we go if we do it. Mexico probably couldn't get any troops to us, though. Let's not lie. So we can't rely on them for help. Peru currently has quite a few less troops than us. Oh, have we got a new leader yet? We have. We've got a load of generals. So this could change the game. What we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at some of these generals and get rid of some of the ones we don't like. They're actually really good. Gustavo is good. We like Gustavo. He's a bit meh, so we can get rid of him. Pedro is amazing, though. 3 attack. Who have we got currently? Some mediocre fool. Pedro, who's a priest, a daring priest. So we probably want Pedro, actually. Although, Jorge, +3 defense and +40% morale would be good. Do we want to defend or attack, though, is the question. We probably want to be attacking, don't we? That 40% morale, that's so good. Yeah, that's going to help us anyway. Let's put Jorge in charge. I think he'd lose prestige or something for doing that. I can't exactly remember. And then our organization, could do it going up. So we're going to put up that. We're on full, so we should be able to do something now. I think we're going to go for it. We should probably call our allies, although Bolivia, we're obviously going to lose Bolivia as an ally. Because they won't accept. But there's not much we can really do about that. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. So they've managed to get military access through Ecuador, and they're invading our country with a lot of men, actually, which is weird. They seem to have a lot more units. We don't have military access through Ecuador, though, so they've got free reign, unless we attack them. We seem to have changed generals again. Oh, we've got Gustavo, who's the morale guy, with defense. I wonder what we should do, whether it's worth sieging down their country and letting ours. We're going to have to actually do that temporarily because we can't, I don't think we can take them there, especially in that province. We are going to take attrition though, so hopefully what they'll do is move back up further into our country and we can swoop in behind them. Okay, let's take out these Argentinians though. They're going up. Okay, that's good. Cool. Yeah, and then we'll go back in and follow them around for a bit. That was going to help them because forest gives a defensive bonus. What we want to actually get them, we want to push them onto the coastline, but I'm not sure we'll be able to do that. I wonder if we could take them. I really wonder. Our support basically is completely been dashed. So we can support like 0 units at this point. Popayán will be even worse though if they're in the mountains. No, we can't get them now. They're gonna go back to their own country. That's interesting. Okay, fair enough. They've kind of got... Ooh, Mexico. Oh god, okay. I'm really sorry, Mexico, but I don't want to fight the US. I'm not gonna lie, especially not now. We kind of have to accept though, because they're actually our ally. That's annoying. We really don't want to go to war with the US though. Do we? Let's face it. That might probably be a quick war though, in fairness. Ooh, Mexico's done something really weird here. And they've managed to colonize Oklahoma. Will the US even bother sending troops over to us, though? They probably won't. I'm going to accept. We need an ally, and Mexico's a good one for now. God, that was dumb. We'll deal with the ramifications later. Okay, we're going to move in and hopefully goad them into attacking us if we can. We can only attack them. There's no way in hell I'm attacking them in mountains. Let's see what they do. Okay, that's better for us. Now we can move in here, and they'll probably come around the back. Okay. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to do that weird thing again. This seems to be working in our favor, though, although we're getting a lot of attrition, which isn't good for us. Okay, let's go and go up here for a minute and see if we can get this province siege down quickly. They seem to be slowing. I don't think we're going to really get anywhere with this, are we? Let's face it. We need to catch them on the coastline is probably what we should do. We do have higher morale, but I'm not sure if we can defeat them. We might be able to defeat them here, though, if we can actually catch them there. We'll see. We'll probably lose this. We should really win. Yeah, we did win. Wow, okay. So we need to wipe them out now. Oh, we can. If we can. Yes, okay. Keep going. Where are they going? They're going down. Keep going. Okay, they're going up to the mountains this time, though, which isn't as good for us. But we should probably just have a go. Okay, we stack wipe them. Yes! Finally. We have literally no units now, though, because we can't support anybody. God, that was crazy. Okay, let's go with some army tech. Oh, we can't. We can support no units. This has been disastrous in the long term. But hopefully we can actually just steal this province. What we really want to do is add another war goal to acquire... What other state? They have quite a few states, actually. We obviously want Lima, but we can't. We'll never be able to take Lima. So they've got Atacama, Arequipa, Ica, and Lima. Probably pronouncing these all terribly. Yeah, so the only one we actually want is this one. I can't believe it's going to cost us 11 infamy to take one province. But you do what you've got to do. And we're not going to have many opportunities to actually have wars. God, they're coming back with some units. Oh, is that? Who is that? Oh, it's Mexico. They're actually helping us. That's great. Look at that. I did not expect that. That's weird. Aren't they at war with the US? Or did they just get rinsed straight away? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, they just got rinsed straight away. Hilarious. So we probably want to go down and siege their capital, I would say, and paralyze their economy. It's going to take us a while, though, because it's a capital. Mexico have got the rest. So how's it looking diplomatically speaking? We are winning the war. God, Mexico's added a war goal. God, that's so annoying. So yeah, we have no navy, so we have to take land that is contiguous. We have to take Iquitos. So annoying. Peru will probably get picked apart by these other countries. Bolivia, Jesus, Bolivia. Kind of annoying, because it would be nice to get this province and Arequipa with the sulfur production. In the long term, but I don't know, it's looking unlikely we're going to be able to push down there, isn't it? could just take one, even though we're not linked. That's probably a stupid idea though. So they'll just rise up. I don't know. It's almost worth it though, just to stop Bolivia from getting it. You see, our equipo would be good because it's got that sulfur in that really good province. Ica's kind of useless, except for Cuzco's got a large population. It doesn't produce anything we really want. But that province is a good province. We probably won't be able to get it for a long time, at least before Bolivia do. Bolivia probably get in there pretty quick. Oh, wow, Mexico's taking out... Look at Mexico coming through. We've managed to get ourselves quite a good alliance here. God, that was bad. That was an influenza pandemic. God, the siege is taking so long. So we're going to have to add then another war goal. We can't. Why can't we? We don't have enough jingoism. Surely it's going down. Why is our jingoism going down? We messed it up. We've messed that up so badly. We're not going to be able to get another province from them, which is going to leave us in a serious mess. Okay, we managed to get a lucky event, which gave us a bit of extra jingoism. This is why democracies are great, actually, in this game, because you get those kind of buffs. Thing is, as well, we do need to actually take this state, because otherwise we're going to have no land barrier. Land thing is such a waste of infamy, though. What can we do, though? So annoying. Something happening. Big crisis in Dutch Wallonia. Oh god, okay. So the Netherlands have actually managed to annex Belgium, but they've caused an international crisis by doing it, which is pretty wild. For some reason we can't seem to finish the siege. That was weird. I think we kind of have to call this a day and retreat, because we're losing too many soldiers to attrition in these sieges. We actually don't have enough. Can we take everything? So we're not bothered about cutting down to size. We can steal their land though. We can actually add another war goal. That's insane. But we can't afford the 11 infamy right now. We could humiliate them though. It'll give us some prestige, much needed prestige. And it only costs us 3 infamy. What could we do to Argentina? We could humiliate Argentina as well. Then again, if we go dismantle fortifications, we get 10 prestige, which is quite ironic. We should probably do that on Peru, though. It's weird how it gives us more prestige to do that. I think it's because it decreases their prestige to do so. Which is obviously somewhat more valuable, although we don't really care at this point. it's probably better to just boost our prestige, and also dismantling forts would be good for us. What? Cut down to size does what? Prohibited, they have to pay us some of their income. Oh, the thing is, that would be good, but I don't think we'll get that. Also, that's a Mexican war goal, so we wouldn't get that. It would go to Mexico. We don't care about Mexico. We could do a cut them down to size. It costs too much infamy. We can't afford that. I think what we should do is just humiliate them. To be honest. Dismantling fortifications in Lima would be good though. Just costs 10 war score. Because they basically have no like fortifications. Let's do that. And then let's see if they accept it as it is. Argentina are begging us to let them out of this war. They'll accept those three, which is good. That's going to give us a lot of prestige. Brilliant. Okay. Weirdest borders in South America has ever seen. With some bizarre snaking Colombia, but it's got us that coal province that we wanted, which is good. So now we have all the coal in South America, hilariously. Okay, but it's completely crippled our nation militarily, as we have no soldiers, which is not great. So we are basically ripe for the crushing right now if anybody decides to declare war on us. Although, you know, heads up to Mexico for helping us out, because they did a banging job. I'm very pleased with you. Okay. I'm getting at medicine. We got a lot of prestige out of that. We managed to boost ourselves up quite considerably in the world rankings. If we can kind of get back some of our soldiers, then we shouldn't be in that bad of a position. I'm just gonna go and put soldiers here. Bolivian alliance. We will be accepting that, even though it didn't work out so well last time. Okay, this is good. This is looking a little bit better. We might actually be able to do something with this. The years are racking up though, and we didn't really get so far. Peru has been couped, which is amazing because what you can often do is, they do have a truce with us though, so if they hadn't have had a truce, that would have meant that they lose all their allies and influence of other countries. We need to wait until like Brazil beats up Venezuela or something, and then we can go. How would it be looking if we were to look for other allies? Chile, Paraguay. We don't really care about Paraguay, I suppose, but Venezuela? Interesting. Okay. We will not be provoked by this trouble. Aristocrats inside the peasantry. Okay, well, we kind of need our aristocrats. Peru wants military access. That's hilarious. Why do they want military access? Very strange. We don't... Well, I don't know. Do we want to accept that? We don't want them to, like, completely die until we can beat them up again. They lost some provinces? No. I'm pretty sorry, aren't they? We want to try and get a fort, I think. A couple of forts, probably. We seem to have a bit of money for some weird reason. Let's build some forts while we can. Be a good place to have a fort too. It costs a fortune in construction goods, but so crippled militarily though, we can't support any units. This is mad. Okay, we need to start then pushing this coal production situation, I think. I don't know. I'm slightly worried someone's going to declare war on us, but I suppose what difference is it really going to make? We also need to have a think about, well, we need to build naval bases, because if we do ever get to a point where we can actually get involved in the scramble for Africa, then we're going to want naval bases. We might as well use this time while we've got a little bit of cash to do it. The thing is, we kind of could think about, do we need to make a choice? Back reforms and higher militancy. We're going to really struggle to get reforms because our population is so conservative. So we could try and push to get a bit more militancy, actually, to try and push some reforms in. But there's risks that come with that, I suppose. Ooh, we can actually build another unit. So we've had our military basically completely ravaged. We actually don't want this cuirassar. We want a hussar, because they're much better at reconnaissance, which is very important. So we're going to actually build a hussar, and we'll get rid of this cuirassar that's basically useless. Probably poor choice to do that right now. And then we probably want another unit of infantry, I would say. And we can build the infantry instantly, but the hussar, we need luxury clothes that we don't have any access to. It's interesting. Oh my god, Mexico's at war with the US again? They're not relenting, are they, the US? They're going full ham. Okay, we seem to be building back up our military thing. We're really struggling to get those clothes. Have we got it on full? We do. It's just really hard to get hold of. Okay, that's fair enough. Well, that's fine. We don't need them right now. So we got Hussar 2. We probably should try and get one more artillery. This is going to bankrupt us. Buying artillery costs a fortune. We managed to buy it straight away. This is weird. How are we getting access to these goods so early? Okay, naval bases research is done. We don't need to worry too much about activate clipper convoys. What's something to do with trade, is it? Okay. Oh, I see, it's a trade good. We don't actually need to bother with that then right now. We'll research it anyway, but whatever. Okay. Elections going again. So, how do we feel about everything going on? We are on a truce until a long time. We've actually weirdly lost our truce with Peru, although we have way too much infamy to actually go to war again. yet. It's quite annoying that, actually. Because we could have, yeah, we're gonna have to just wait for our infamy to go down, unfortunately. Kind of frustrating. Yeah, I think we'll try and push to get a bit more militancy. If we don't get any rebels. Okay, so let's get another unit of SAR still to be built. We've actually got some craftsmen, but we can't build any factories yet, hilariously. Oh wait, Colombian they had a factory, so we're going to have to do some research into the economy, which we've been incredibly neglecting. Yeah, well, we should probably get these railroads researched while we're... Not that we can build them anyway, because most of Colombia is mountainous. The Russian Empire, what are they doing here? What is happening? Why are the Russians wandering through Colombia in 1850? The hell? I don't even want to know. That's so bizarre. Absolutely unreal. I'm very sorry, Mexico, but we can't help you. We don't have any units. I feel terrible because they helped us out in our war and we're just leaving them to die. They should just capitulate, to be honest. Once America get back those provinces, they kind of... Ooh, Venezuela is at war with Brazil. How interesting. This is very annoying because we don't have the infamy right now to declare war on anyone. But anyway, we should probably... the situation we're gonna have is Peru. We're kind of blocked from Peru because this province is their capital, which we can't take unless it's their only state left. We actually really want that state though because it has the iron mine. Obviously, we could take some of their other provinces. We're not going to be able to get them. So what we actually want to do is take Ecuador, these provinces in Ecuador, just to kind of even out our borders. Or we could try and deck in Venezuela if they're distracted with another war. I'm just going to say no to all of these. They can fight their wars on their own territory. Thank you very much. Still struggling to get these luxury clothes. We need that hussar though. We shouldn't have got rid of that other unit. I'm actually we're going to do some research into the economy because we kind of need to. Everything's looking fine. I'm obviously quite slightly worried about these tariffs being so high, which isn't really very healthy. We'll try and put them down and see how our economy goes. That's okay, actually. We don't need the tariffs so high then. We must be exporting a lot of goods. Wool, cattle, and precious metal. It's probably that precious metal from this that's giving us money. We should probably stop influencing soldiers in that state, because otherwise we're going to have way too many soldiers. We should probably go back to influencing... Actually, the clergy are fine now. Maybe it's bureaucrats we probably need. We need some bureaucrats. What do we have? What's this saying? Oh, we actually have loads of bureaucrats. Let's see. 1 point. We actually have too many bureaucrats. That is insane. What the heck? That never happens. Okay, so we're fine. We could influence some capitalists. Maybe it's a little bit early for that though. We could just keep going on with soldiers, but in a different state. Yeah, let's get some Peruvian soldiers to fight for us. The iron thing's going to be a serious issue if we can't rectify that. We're going to be literally paralyzed. I didn't really think about that enough when I started to decide playing Colombia. Obviously, we want to try as well to get higher up in the rankings so that we can get go with this. Okay, I think we can actually get some factories now. I think we just can't build them because we're not allowed to build them. So even the Conservatives don't allow us to build factories. Oh, that's terrible. Is that really the case? Yeah, we can't build them. We can influence them. That's terrible. We might have to try and go reactionary. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to do anything. Terrible. We don't have any capitalists right now, you see, so we aren't going to be able to influence anything. So let's have a look population wise. Which province do we want to have? It probably is this province. We want to get a few capitalists here. Only a very small amount, but we need a few. Wait. And then they can start doing some projects. Here we go. So they've already started. Build fabric factories. Is that really what we want to build there? Guys, no. Why? We don't have any cotton. You fools. I don't know. When they've got a coal-producing province, how stupid are they? Morons. Well, we'll fund it anyway. We just need them to trigger the actual thing. But we should probably get it at least to 0.03, I think is the sweet spot. They're not going to want to do this though, because once they've started on a project, they won't do any others. So we should actually, this is weird, but we should invest and fund these even though they're going to go broke, because then they'll start something else. Yeah, they'll start some railroads. We could just build the railroads ourselves, but it's probably is better to get the capitalists to do it for us. We're also a small country, so we don't have that many provinces. We're going to have to fund these things for. Let's just go down one. I'm slightly worried that we're ignoring things. Just this as well. So. Okay, that's obviously just going to go bankrupt basically straight away. I'd be surprised if it didn't. But I don't think they're going to build, they're going to be encouraged to build anything else. So let's go and encourage capitalists in this province. Get a few spotted around so that they can trigger various projects when needed. Oh, we finally built that hussar that we were looking for a million years. Our military's still terrible though. We don't even have one kind of army, really. Mechanical production's been researched, which is good. We'll keep going down the industrial line, I think, for now. So we got another railroad. Wool production. It's gone up, not that we have any. We actually do have wool. So that might give us a bit more money. Okay, we're starting to get some craftsmen now, so that's good for us. Colombian pastaza is this. wood. We want something wood related there, even though there isn't really. Yeah, it's a definite wood province. Let's get these capitalists encouraged first, up to 0.03, and then we'll see where we are. Yeah, and then we'll get encouraged wood. They probably won't do it, regardless, but it would be nice to get some lumber. Oh, they're building an ammunition factory in that state. That's not going to go well. Oh, whatever. We'll indulge them. Considering there's not very many of them, they're doing okay. Funding stuff. Canned food, that will be a good one. That's actually... Oh my god, the capitalists actually picked something useful. In a good state. They seem to be funding it themselves pretty well, though. Maybe we should just leave them to it for a while. The railroads. They're struggling with railroads. I think they're getting stuck on something. I think it's cement. Okay, I know this is really annoying, and it must be the bizarrest thing to watch on stream when there's just a guy just on this thing funding sliders, like, but we want to kind of push our economy, kickstart it at least a little bit. I'm going to go full citizenship. Can actually build another unit. So what do we want? Probably another unit of. We could go artillery, but probably we should just start with another infantry unit for now. Rebel factions are organised. We've got Peruvian liberation movement and the suffrage movement. Obviously, the suffrage movement is something good for us. Weighted wealth, 10%. That's quite good, actually. We'll be able to push down some reforms, hopefully. Full citizenship again. We've got the Jacquard power loom. Okay, so let's have a look at some other sections. We need this research, actually, because we don't even have lumber mill. So I don't know how we're influencing the wood industry when we haven't even unlocked the wood industry yet. That's hilarious. So capitalists 0.0%. Really? But we influenced them already. We did. It's just for some reason not showing up. We're gonna go planned economy. We could try and be like a liberal country though, but I'm not sure. If we can get hold of some iron, then yes, but if not, we're gonna struggle. Ooh, support for foreign abolitionists. That's good for us, absolutely. Bit more prestige, not that it was very much, but it's something. Okay, so it's saying 0.00 for some reason still. Okay, we have to hover over it. 0.04, 0.01. I think they're being demoted once we because they're not getting their needs met, so we're overtaxing them or something like that. There's not much we can really do about that. Ooh, they're getting a steel factory. We do need some capitalists though in all these states. That's a lot. Okay, I think now we're in a slightly better situation. I'm going to take a bit of a break, so let's save it up here. And then maybe we can have a look at getting some more conquests, perhaps, if we are able to do so. It seems like the French took some Brazil. That's weird. Okay, well, we can have a look into that. Okay, cool. So, things looking up. Let's have a look and see if we can declare any wars. So, Peru, currently allied with Argentina, who have no... Oh, Argentina do have a bit of military. Chile taking out Argentina. So we probably could deck Peru again. However, we have this situation with the distribution of the provinces, because we're now blocked with their capital. I don't think you can ever take a capital in Victoria 2 unless it's the last province of that country. Victoria 2 taking capital provinces. Yeah. The whole country must be annexed with the Annex Casus Belli. Yeah. Okay, so that's not an option for us, even though that is very annoying. We'll just have to wait for someone else to deck them. So, Venezuela. We could take some provinces from them. The same situation is going to happen with Ecuador, you see. We can't take these valuable provinces until we've taken these complete jank. USCA, they're in the sphere of the US. What about this? Venezuela are friendly with Britain, so it's likely that the UK will be brought in to help them. That might not be the case, but it probably would be. Unless the UK is doing something else. The UK is also allied with Brazil, or wait, Brazil's... I thought I just said there that... Oh, they're friendly with Brazil. So, obviously what's going on here is the UK are trying to push into South America, which is an interesting choice. So kind of right now, the best choice is probably going to be Ecuador. We could try to take on Venezuela, but let's see, what provinces could we take? So Miranda is their capital province, so we can't take any of those. We could take some from Zulia, which these are actually very good provinces. Or Bolivar, but Bolivar's basically got nothing in it. Sorry if you can hear some crackling in the background, but I've got a wood fire on today, so that's setting the scene. Seems to be burning relatively well. It's quite cold here actually at the moment, so I know that the UK is going to come in. We've just got that luck that if we do declare war, we need to liberate these slaves out. Look at that. Venezuela is still a slave state. 1855. Terrible use of pops. We could basically take all of these provinces though. Which would be good for us. Definitely would be good. In Ecuador, we're just going to be taking these provinces. We could maybe like push it to annexation, but I don't think we'd be able to do that. We just want more pops. God, we could try. They might not come in. They might not come in. But if they do, they'll rinse us because we have no army. And to be honest, somebody's only going to get more friendly with them. Like, this is a problem with South America. You just end up boxed between these, like, various massive kind of spherelings. We do have an alliance, though, with Colombia and Mexico. So, you know, Mexico could help us against the UK, but it's unlikely. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to defeat them. They'd also end up being the war leader, which would be very bad for us. It's looking, unfortunately, like we're going to have to take these crappy provinces from Ecuador and then line up our kind of taking over of the rest of their territory later on. They're going to sphere them any minute. The thing is, though, they don't have any allies. They're very powerful, though, at this point, especially at the start of the game, because the difference between them and everyone else is so great that it makes them seem even more powerful than they are already. Okay, I don't know. I'm tempted to save it up and try Venezuela, and then if it goes badly, we can just go back. I just want to see. I want to see what would happen. So let's go on Venezuela, and then see how far it gets us. Yeah, so that cost us a ridiculous amount of infamy as well. And they'll probably just get sphered in the time that it takes us to... Okay, we get another unit, which is good. What do we want now? Probably some artillery, if we can actually get some. Okay, we got too many capitalists. We've over-encouraged. Production got a big boost there. They're building a steel factory, which is good for us. What have we got so far? Some terrible not subsidize these. We're gonna let them go, bro. This is complete junk. There's no point in having them. Probably start with some army tech again. Ooh, we've actually got some railways. The first railway. Cool. Cotton wool silk fabric. We'll get a bit more wool production, I suppose. So, we got our Casas on Bolivar or Venezuelan Zulia. So obviously if we take Bolivar, it'll give us these kind of ridiculous borders, but we'll be kind of cupping them, which would be nice. Although we're not going to gain very much because only this province actually has anything good, whereas quite a few of these provinces are actually good. So let's declare for Zulia. What would our allies say? Again, it's Mexico, but no Bolivia. Let's proceed and see. If the UK gets involved, you know, we probably won't be able to take them, but they might not, is the thing. They do have a few... Oh, they got one unit. Yeah, so the British are involved now. Oh god, their units are so quick. That's annoying. So we're actually going to have to take out the Venezuelans. And, oh Jesus, okay. So the Brits are in straight away, which is very bad for us. We don't have the tech to defeat them. We might be able to catch them to come into us when we're in a mountainous province, maybe. And then we might be able to kill them off. Oh my god, we actually defeated the British Empire in a combat. That was ridiculous. Wow, that's mad. Okay, well, we got very, very lucky there, and we even stack wiped them. Obviously, they'll just bring more men because they're the British Empire. But still. What's going on? Kind of smoky in here. Okay, well that was just unbelievable amounts of luck. I'm not sure how that's going to really help us. It gives us a battle bonus. Colombian curricular event again. I just don't really want to do this. We might have to at some point. The research points are going to be good for us. It's kind of annoying though. Okay, let's stop encouraging capitalists. So we're going to have to go back to encouraging soldiers. What we're going to have to do. So otherwise we're going to probably get messed up. Ooh, the Mexicans getting involved somehow. They're coming over here with some men, which is good. We've now got all of the provinces for the war goal, which is interesting. They're actually, what are they doing? They're trying to status quo us, which we're not going to accept. We're going to try and get down their capital. Still won't accept it. Only -4. Defender occupations. Oh my god, what the hell? So the British are basically crushing us because they're occupying Mexico, which isn't good. Dear, it's not good for us. Well, at least we've got the capital now, so they'll probably like go bankrupt or something. I just saw just a load of smoke coming from my fireplace for some reason, which is a little bit worrying. I wonder if we can actually help them. We don't really have the men right now. We're probably best just continuing to occupy the lands of Venezuela. Oh, that's a game changer though. I wonder if we could take... What's that? Hills, mountains. We're probably best sitting on this mountainous province. God, this is annoying. I don't think they're gonna let us peace out, and they're just gonna keep occupying Mexico. They might even put some war goals of their own on. This is very annoying. I feel like we should probably try and deck them, but we win. They're not going to get any defensive bonuses. No, we messed that up, so we're going to lose that combat. I don't know why for all of a sudden they're so much better than we are, because they weren't earlier. Okay, this war's gone badly then for us. I thought we could really get them, but it seems like what they can do is just completely invade Mexico. Okay, well, we found out how that would go. So we can go back now and have a look at our other options. Obviously, people are going to think that we're cheesing it here, but we we're playing Colombia for God's sake, and we're not playing somebody that's easy. And we kind of knew that would happen, and there was no way around it. So instead, unfortunately, we're going to have to take that tiny province from Ecuador for now. At least that we can do something, though. And we're going to just have to see what the situation is with Venezuela. We can't have the Brits coming in. That was a lot of infamy again. Okay, we'll probably want to go around this way and take them from that side. Okay, so here we go. We can only take that one state, which is hilarious because it's basically nothing. That was so dumb for them. Like, they just lost their defensive advantage. We can probably take them wherever they are, though, because they're so small. We can't catch them, though, which is very annoying. Oh, we got them. Okay, cool. This should be an absolute breeze for us, to be honest. I don't think anyone else is going to get involved. I'm just going to research these texts, because they actually relate to the army, interestingly. We've been neglecting them. Well, we're going to easily get these provinces. It's not really going to help us in much. Rinse with attrition here. Okay, we can probably just piece them out. Like, can we actually add anything? Cool, we'll just take that. Okie dokie. Nice. Well, at least our borders look a little bit better now. Not that we gain anything from that. Mexico. Okay. We somehow lost the alliance with Mexico. Oh, God, that's a big CSA. It's big. America, I wonder how that's going to go for them. That is a big one. They definitely have superiority, though. So we'll see. We just get ourselves up to being at least a secondary power. Obviously, that's going to be pretty difficult, but oh, so bad. Smallpox. God, we're getting some serious disease outbreaks. At least now, when we lost this truce with Ecuador, we can actually take them out completely. Give us some more pots. Too high in for me right now. I'm gonna have to wait for it to go down again. Soldiers. We could try and get some soldiers in this province. We don't really have any down there. Okay. So how are we looking at all this? So we need to defund these. To be honest, everything, because we don't want to be funding anything that is just completely useless. Interestingly, this factory in Panama might be worthwhile, though. So this is Panama. Yeah, you see, that might actually work for us, so we might fund that one. Not that it's really that great. Some more forts. And then, let's see, so we could try to influence craftsmen there, maybe. That would be of any worth. I'm not sure if it would, though. Wow, some serious food production. We'll put a little fort there on that Hills province. And we'll wait until the fort technology comes up, and then we'll build some more. Okay, we've got a lot of unemployed craftsmen, but obviously we don't have any forces to. So what do we got? Okay, let's fund these up. See how they go. dual citizenship, as usual. So obviously we're kind of in this slightly stagnant period now where we're just going to wait for our infamy to go down, and then we'll see if we can do anything. We might just try and push our militancy up a little bit, hopefully not get any rebellions, but we could do some more reforms. We're going to want some reforms at some point. Whether we'll be able to actually induce them, I don't know. We're actually, I think, a bit behind on mill tech, so we're going to have to do some research on that. And we'll get some more forts if we can get some money coming in. Where do we want our forts? Probably here is a good, but definitely a good place. And this place, if we can get the money for it. Yeah. We can actually get another unit of soldiers as well, so we'll get a artillery unit. Oh, the Hussars not being supported, which is annoying. Mexico against the USA. Did they just... I don't know. We're going to accept it, but they'll just rinse them on us straight away. Ooh, apparently we're at war with the USCA as well, which we did not foresee. So we might actually see some combat. Let's quickly shoot up there. We don't expect us to come for them, to be honest. Well, they have 6 with mobilization, so we can probably take them. Then again, some of this you get from leaders, and like, we're just not using the leaders. Yeah, so actually, it's quite a poor indicator sometimes. They're actually invading Mexico. Jesus. Like, we could march through, but I'm not sure we can actually take that army, so we're probably not going to do that. And we're losing, you see, we're losing people to attrition again. An excellent initiative. Do we want this? It will give us prestige, which has been much needed right now. Yeah. We're going to have to take it. Actually, that militancy might actually be good for us, to be honest. The socialists. Karl Marx has published the Communist Manifesto. Please keep an eye on that unit to make sure that army doesn't come back around. Sieging on a whole country at this point. Ooh, the combat ended. I think they just gave them what they wanted, which is probably for the best, to be honest, guys. Let's face it. We could do with this steel factory, but it's probably just costing us more. It's interesting we can hire clerks in this state. We must have quite high literacy there. Socialists getting support, which is probably good for us because we definitely want some socialists coming in, because we want to get some reforms. The endless issue we have with soldiers. Okay, let's have a look and see. So I don't think there's any point us really messing around with the industry at all yet, because we're just not in any way efficient. We could obviously try and push some tech. We actually want to go down this line though now and keep our eye on this. Not that we'll be able to do anything actually, because we can't get, unfortunately, we can't get ourselves to secondary power. We just can't. I don't know how people do stuff like that. It's absolutely mental, like. Because we literally can't, we couldn't have conquered any more territory than we already have. physically, because we have literally been at the infi cap for like the whole thing. So I don't know how people do that kind of thing. Soldiers. Could we get any more soldiers anywhere? Probably not. We're kind of soldiered out really now. We probably want to have a look at... You see, Panama, we could influence some craftsmen in Panama and see how that goes. So we don't need more clergy. Furniture factory. So we want to obviously get the wood industry going as well somewhere, because we have actually a fair amount of wood, especially in this province. That's crazy. So wood industry is going to be there. They probably won't do that though. Fertilizer factory. What are they thinking? Oh well, whatever. I'm not going to help them right now because there's no point. We could get an engineer. Probably would be useful, but we might not be able to get a hold of the stuff that he needs. Canned food. We do produce some canned food. Signed the Geneva Convention. Gives us... I don't think we really... Organization regain rent is very good, but that plus 0.01 infamy might sabotage us to some extent. Although, I'm kind of okay for infamy right now. We also could declare war again on somebody. So Ecuador have nobody that likes them. Although we'd have to have 22 to actually conquest Ecuador. How are Venezuela doing? Friendly still with Britain. And Peru. Peru, obviously, we would be conquering provinces we can't actually get to. That's probably stupid. What about the USCA? They're in the sphere of America, and they're allied with them, so we can't take any of that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm kind of stuck. We're going to have to wait until it goes down even more and then absorb Ecuador. It's our only kind of option, really. We are actually getting a little bit of emigration, which is good. Nothing compared to the US. They probably enacted that decision already. But we are actually getting some. We could maybe think about just... we keep getting these diseases. Yeah, this is the province we want to encourage. We could actually go and just encourage immigrants there and see how that affects us. Should boost it a bit, at least. Coming from Prussia and the Ottoman Empire. Ooh, nice. We got a bit of liberal support in the cabinet. So this will allow us to pass a reform. We need to really think about what reform we want to pass. Secret ballots is a good one. Trade unions is also nice, and it gives a bit of extra immigrant attraction. Censored press, though, so political awareness. What does that actually mean, though? Well, I always wonder stuff like this, and then I just never look it up. Victoria to political awareness. What does it mean? Political awareness. It makes pops more aware of some things. I don't think that's really going to help us because we're already a democracy. Political awareness can affect how likely they are to react to events. Okay, cool. So I don't think we're really bothered about that, to be honest. Although the +1 is nice. PR, that doesn't help us, so we should just stick with what we've got. And then weighted wealth. That's obviously what people are pushing for. But would that help us? Not really. We probably should just go with the trade unions, I would say. Probably a dumb decision, but whatever. Oh my god, we get to send an expedition. Nice. That prestige would really help us if we manage to... Venezuela wants to ally with us. That is an interesting proposition. Now, we kind of do want to attack them. However, the fact that the US is friendly with them is really... The UK is friendly with them is really kind of messing us up. We might be better served having them as an ally against Peru, if we do want to take on Peru still. Then again, yeah, I think, yeah, we maybe just have to take this, actually. Because I don't think we're ever going to be able to take them on. Unless the UK gets into some really gnarly war, but that's very unlikely. Actually, they're in a gnarly war right now. That's hilarious. They're probably doing that because they know that the UK is in a gnarly war. The UK is actually getting invaded. This is a perfect time to declare on Venezuela. Although, it often doesn't last, that kind of thing. Okay, we might have to try our old hand again. And save it up, and then justify on Venezuela and see how things go. If we can get it in time and declare on them, we might be able to actually take some land. Although it might not go as well as we think. We probably want... Oh, weird. Oh, we're over, aren't we? We're getting a few migrants, but not as much as I would like. Brazil are getting loads. Easy. I don't think they're even a democracy. Like, I don't understand why they get so much immigration. So we want to be. We don't care about limited citizenship. We do want to actually push up. Let's take that. We want to keep pushing up militancy slightly because we want to try and get some reforms. Okay, let me just remember colonial negotiations. Obviously, we probably won't be able to do this, but only great powers and secondary powers can colonize. I know. I don't know how we're actually going to get to that stage, though. Whoa, we can have another reform. That's crazy. How did that happen? What should we do? We could go and keep pushing through for trade unions. Yeah, it seems to be giving more support, which is good. Okay. Criticism. We're definitely getting in a better situation now, generally. Let's hope this UK war keeps going. They do have troops here, obviously, though, so they could just swing whatever army they have here around on us. If they do come to war with us. We might actually want to take this off for a minute and get some more soldiers. Annoyingly. Ooh, so we're getting a lot of socialist support and reactionaries on the other hand in the Congress. Okay, so we can actually have a go again and see if we can take this. Mexico will accept, Bolivia won't. So the similar situation to last time, basically exactly the same. The Brits might just refuse because they don't care enough right now because they're in a big war. We'll try and catch them. Bolivia wants to ally on this, sure thing. Please die. Cool. Yeah, the Brits are not going to come in. That's really good. This is perfect timing for us. Please don't come in. Hopefully we can piece them out before anyone else gets involved. Because otherwise, if the Brits do finish up their war... We obviously have no navy at all to speak of, though, which is interesting. So we could actually... We can't add a war goal because we got ridiculously low jingoism. If we called an election and got a lucky event, we could. But what would we want? This other province here. Not sure it's worth it, though. There actually is... Oh, that's Trinidad. Lol. Love that. I think we should probably just piece them out as quickly as we can. Not risk anything else. We'll never get the jingoism up there, so we might as well just do it. Nice. Well, would you look at that? We're making some headway. That was very, very lucky at what just happened to us there. Absolutely crazy. We'll go back on immigration. I actually can't believe that just happened. And then we managed to get away with it. That was mad. We're going to need some ports, though, in these provinces. Wow, look at that. We're actually doing okay. I'm kind of pleased with this. So far. We're still kind of early, although really we should be looking at trying to get our industry going at some point. They're trying to reopen the failed fabric factory. That's hilarious. Guys, you not learn your lesson. First time. Ooh, more socialists. Yes, please. Socialism for the win. Okay, and then just don't think we can get to secondary power though. So it's going to be 16 we need to get to. Well, we are getting prestige from, like, stuff, you know. Could do with, like, getting this prestige gain technology. Yeah, we're getting a fair bit of immigration now, which is good. Yeah, the population is going up there quite rapidly. It is nice. It's annoying, though, that you do that, but I suppose in reality, everything else in our nation, except maybe soldiers, is kind of okay. We're not, like, in a really bad situation with regards to anything else. Ooh, Brazil went bankrupt. That's very odd. Okay, fair enough. What are we importing? Clothes, fish. I wonder if we can get another... No, we can't get another national focus. It's kind of annoying. Okay, we should probably look at doing some commerce research. We haven't done any in ages. We haven't done any ever. It's kind of mad. Our research points are looking a little bit better. Sabotage. A factory has become a result of sabotage. So if we're trying to get militancy up deliberately, then we want to kind of niff off the lower classes more, so that we can get some reforms passed. Okay, well, to be honest with you, I'm pretty pleased with the situation we're in. And I think what we'll do is call it a day here, and I'll try and keep this campaign, not touch it, and we will stream this again. As I cannot contain myself from playing this game at the moment, I'm just all over it. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.